Hello, and welcome to Intuition with Marnie Lynn. How are you today? I'm doing really good. Checking on the news source, one of mine that I like to go and check out every day and multiple times during the day. I was looking at Telegram and I saw an article that on March 14th, 2022, all the mandates in Canada are lifted. I checked a few other sources and they all had posted the same article that I was reading. So I went on to the mainstream media and I found the dates and the topic was validated, verified by the mainstream media. So it's got to be happening if they're posting it themselves. So I am quite excited. I have gone without a mask as much as possible in the building I live in. I've been getting some looks from people. Some are angry. Some are like, whoa, this is really different. Very empowering. And the only time I wear one is around people that really get upset because somebody isn't wearing a mask. And I will just leave it at that. But last night I did go out at about 8:30 at night and fill up my gas tank in case the gas prices go unreal up here. I get great mileage with my little car. And yet we live in an area that's all within walking distance to get to and from what we need. So I'm fortunate that way. I'm not going to stress out about it because stressing out about it's not going to do me any good. It's just going to add more stress to my life, and I don't need that. Nobody needs that. Life is to be enjoyed because there's abundance everywhere you look. There is beauty everywhere you look. And why look at the negativity and focus on that when there's so much beauty and abundance and love in the world? Things are going pretty good. I'm going to do some research on YouTube on how to create and build a channel. I only have a few subscribers right now, and as you can see by the episode number, I believe today is number 56 in a row. So I'm going to listen and trust what the tarot cards have been saying, and a reading that Tarot by Janine had done back in December 14th. I remember that date. I've saved the video. She had 3 decks of tarot cards, and on top of each deck was a different gemstone. And the deck that I picked was the third with, I believe it was just an agate on top. And in that zodiac reading, she was explaining about the people who picked that deck, what this reading meant for them, and have started new business. It's going to take off. You're going to need an online presence. You're going to need a storefront, and it's going to be amazing when it all comes together. I am getting the same thing to just keep going and going and doing what I'm doing because it's going to kick in. So I'm going to trust that instead of having the saboteur and all the other people in the apartment building that don't want us to succeed, because that's what they were programmed to do. Is anytime I start to become successful and start to branch out and use my powers, whatever they are, I'm still learning. Inside my system, there's been saboteurs that will come out when they sense that I'm starting to heal and grow in a way that's detrimental to the abusers who programmed me. That's kind of different because they do. It's different than hearing the negative looping type of tapes in your mind. It's more very heavy. It just kind of comes over and down on me, and I can kind of feel it imprisoning me. And that is actually what it's doing. It's imprisoning me so I cannot break free and use the powers that I was born with and sent here to perform my job, which I'm not really sure exactly what that is yet, but it must be what I'm doing, because everything keeps saying just keep moving along, following step by step. So I'm following all of my wisdoms that I've come up with, and I'm marching forward. I am transforming and mutating myself for this present time so that I can keep going forward and do what I'm supposed to do while I'm here on earth in this life form. And with all that said and done, I was wondering if I should use the zebra cards. One part of me says yes, and another part says tulips. They said the zebra cards. So I'm going to take my zebra cards. Now, wisdom cards are pieces of wisdom that I have learned in my lifetime. I'm a very spiritual person, and I find the good in everything that I do. Bad things that happen to me, I have to understand that there's something for me to learn in the situation. And all the things that I have learned, I've written them onto the front of the cards, and they are written in like an Aesop fable. I have 3 characters. I have grandfather. Now, grandfather is the universe, the divine masculine, and the yang energy. And grandmother is earth, divine feminine, and the yin energy. And grasshopper is the student. And grasshopper can be anything. Grasshopper can even be grandfather and grandmother, as they are the teachers of grasshopper, if that makes sense. Each little wisdom is a little tiny story, and there's sort of a moral at the end of the story. And it's amazing what card will come up after I have just talked in the intro of this video, how the card will relate to what I have said. Okay, I've done it enough times. Let's cut it. And I always cut it in 3, like tarot. It's kind of like a tarot card, but it's more to do with the energy or the feeling. And this is to see what the energy is like for the people watching the video today. And this is the card. In all the years that I have been your teacher, Grasshopper, I have learned much from you. Remember, sometimes the student is also a teacher for the teacher, Grandmother. Isn't that interesting? I'm talking about little lessons that you have to learn. And if I am teaching these little wisdoms, I am also a student learning what I need to learn from the universe and from grandfather and grandmother in my own life with the situations that they put in front of me to learn from. I love these wisdom cards. They are awesome. If you're interested in getting your own deck, down in the description below, I have a special code that is awesome. You get 25% off of a deck of cards. And if you use this code, this is the only place you get this discount. On Etsy, you don't get this discount, but I offer it on my videos. And all my videos from number 1 up to now have this link and code for you to use when you get your own deck of cards. Thank you for spending some time with me. I always feel good about myself after I have spent some time with you. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video. And I put one up every day. So I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.